we have grown at 21% year on year. So that's a tremendous growth. In order to keep up with that growth, I think that lots needs to be done. But one of the beauties is that we know that in the 1970s, it's been growth in the Americas, and a little later in Europe, Middle East. Now the growth is happening in the Asia, and we're expecting over the next 20 years, nearly I think 35 to 40% of the growth will come from Asia. But that's probably all of us know. But what is more interesting is that all these countries which are growing, they also have an aspiration to grow their aerospace industry. So that's where the catch is in terms of, looking at Asia, every country has an aspiration. As Airbus, we are looking at growing our footprint in Asia. That's not only because it's a huge market, but it's also a great way of accessing talent. Okay? So now what I would do is that I'll come to India, what we've been doing over the last 10 to 15 years. But our cooperation in India started 26 years ago with HAL, as you know, Dr. Nair. And we started making the Airbus passenger doors, forward passenger doors, and jokingly people talk about that as being the Doordarshan or the Doordarshan, so of the Indian civil aerospace in terms of the manufacturing. And we've been extremely successful with that. So nearly, as HAL would say, an HAL door opens or closes every 2 seconds around the world because they make 50% of our forward passenger doors. From then on, I think we've been looking at how do we grow in India. And early 2000s, when we looked at it, for us, when it came to manufacturing, we came and said, okay, we want to do manufacturing in India. So we looked at which companies we can work with. HAL we knew. And then every other company were actually just beginning to enter. Most of them were from automotive.